Okay, hi. I'm Mumpuni from Indonesia. Just call me Puni. I'm an Ashoka Fellow and I'm Executive Director of Ibeka, People-Centered Business and Economic Institute, an organization that play a very big role creating the community-based electrical power supply throughout Indonesia, and we also would like to replicate this model into different countries such as Southeast Asia, Africa, and if it's possible, maybe in Japan, the system will be also very good.
Could you tell me a bit more about your business? You work in Indonesia. We know it is small-scale hydropower plant, but you are always talking about this community-based, or you're talking about social capital. What are the implications of business?
Well, community-based electrical power system is actually giving an access, ownership of the local community to own the facilities, to run, to operate and maintain. So the system will be very sustainable and also creating more benefit, especially when this power plant is connecting to the grid. So the community will have an income by selling the electricity to the national grid, and this money that coming as an electricity sales definitely can be used by the local community as a social capital to develop their own villages, such as giving free education, free healthcare, so the poor family still can afford to send the children going to school, and they also have access to have a free healthcare, and they can do any other interesting economic activity. In the end, will also improving their life condition and creating sustainable income.
I see. Could you tell me a bit more about the background of the Indonesian society? And I think you believe in this methodology will empower the community. But what are the issues behind this project? What are the most critical issue which Indonesian society are facing now?
We still have more than 60% of our community live in rural area. And God gave us huge many resources that actually these resources is a very good tools to empower them, to make them have a better life. Unfortunately, the development system, the concept and the implementation is completely going to the wrong direction, because instead of reconnecting the local resources with the local community to get the benefit so they can have a good life in the rural area, what they do is bringing a commercial investor, do not involving any community. Sometimes they just get rid of the community. That's why this has to be changed. We want the community to cultivate everything that's actually being there, especially to reconnect the resources, the local resources that can be utilized by the local community. And this is need intervention. And we have a big role in creating a very good model. Community business, community-based businesses, social business, we need that to do in Indonesia. And apart from that, we also believe that if you are a social entrepreneur, you can work to help the local community, that you can have a win-win situation. You're creating benefit as well as you have make your own profit. But this is mutual activities that everybody will get the benefit.
I see. Is there any good story you would like to share with the Japanese audience, how their life has changed, what kind of positive systemic change you see in the villages before and after this project started?
One of the beautiful things as a result of the project, it is actually in 1999, we are supported by Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, in a very small tiny island in eastern part of Indonesia. We really see closely how poor they are, this community, and even this remote area, they don't have school, and only every week there is only one time the market is open. The bus is only coming once a day. It is such a very remote. What happened after we have an empowerment program, we give them 11 kilowatt peak solar pumping system, we creating additional opportunity. Now, if you go there, everybody will be surprised because the bus 3 times coming to that village. They have school. They have, in a week, they have 3 times market, which is a very good economic opportunity and access for the local community to sell their product. And the ultimate, goal, which I was so surprised, this village now become the sub-district capital. This is very wonderful. The car can go there, there's a good road, the changes. It's so happy and it's rewarding to see the changes.
I see. And I know that Ibeka is also conducting some other related businesses like biogas, or I know that your business is expanding to other countries like Philippines or Rwanda. Could you tell me that what are your vision or your the potential plans to develop your business further?
Yeah, I would like to share with you 1.8 billion people do not have access to modern energy, electricity for instance. And everybody who raised and were born in a situation that electricity is taken for granted, I think we have an obligation to share this feeling, to have an empathy for those who live in the darkness. So due to this current situation, we would like to expand this model. That's why we train many young engineers from the Philippines, from African countries. Hopefully we would like also to share this to Fiji, Southeast Asian countries that will create a very rapid, robust, the use of renewable energy to send electricity for the poor people in rural area who has been so far, so long live in a very darkness.
And in the last, could you share any message to the Japanese people who's interested in this issue and also your business, please?
Japanese is so lucky. You have everything. That is, every global community sees that. This is reality. That's why you have many opportunity to do more in other countries. There are so many resources that you can bring. You create a social business with the local community wherever they are located, around the globe. This is the very important and major task if you want to share your life, you want to create another wealth, to improve the welfare of the global society. That is the time for the young Japanese to move forward, not only in Japan. Please go outside and see that you can do many things to cooperate with the global community, to have a social business, good model, to prosper, many communities that are living in the unprivileged condition.